Let's get it, y'all. We back at it. And I hope this mic is picking up good because would you believe that I accidentally washed this microphone in the washing machine? And I think I put it through the dryer too. It was still on my shirt when I finished my video yesterday. And when I came home, I just took a shower and it's chickens. Look at these chickens in my front yard. When I came home, I took a shower and yeah, and just now when I was going to record, I was like, yo, where the hell is my mic? Heart dropped and I ran to the dryer and it was sitting in there stuck to the side. So this thing has went through the wash, which I might do a review on Amazon and just put like, hey, this thing survived washing machine. So it's low-key a good quality mic. I wanted to do something today. I wanted to do like a little talking video, but I wanted to just kind of unpack my day. Just do like a little data dump, starting in reverse. I just had a cool conversation with my homie Felix for about like 40 minutes. And he actually gave me a ride home. And we were just talking about a lot of stuff. We started off talking about, excuse me. We started off talking about anime. He said he just finished his show, My Hero Academia. And he was just telling me how he thought it was gonna be this lame show, which so did I. But it turned out to be a lot cooler. And it had like some interesting subplots and just all this stuff that he didn't expect at first. And he was like asking for recommendations. I told him, dude, get on Death Note. You ain't seen Death Note yet, you tripping. So for anybody that hasn't watched Death Note yet, I'm gonna say the same thing to you, tripping, get on that Death Note. But that conversation just kind of went into a lot of different things. He's about to be a new dad. And it's just interesting seeing this chapter in his life. You know, he's taking a lot more stuff serious now in a positive way, just responsibility and just like deciding, you know, what things should get his time, you know, take his attention, and what things don't matter as much anymore. And we kind of relate on the topic of work being like that it sucks, but it's also helping us, you know, to stay on the straight path and helping us kind of focus and get to this next level. And that we have things to work for. You know, we both have people to come home to. He's about to have another person to come home to. And just how much those things actually matter, you know? And I think it's important. Ooh, something was dead. It's important to find out what those things are that matter, so you can remember why you have to do the things you do every day. Because without defining what really matters, a lot of days can feel aimless. And I felt that, and I kind of been dealing with that and, you know, trying to find a new appreciation for some of those things, some of those reasons why, you know, I do what I do and why I have to keep going hard, you know. And, you know, just, I don't know, it's cool having a friend that you can kind of bounce those ideas off of, that can kind of relate. That's also in a new chapter in his life. And honestly, just having a friend that, you know, you can grow with. You know, I have different friends who we're on different pages right now, and that's cool, but it's kind of hard to relate to them. It's like, it has to be one or the other, you know, either they have to figure out, you know, where I'm at, or I have to figure out where they're at, but we're not really growing on the same paths or doing the same things. So with Felix, I can respect him a whole lot because he's a young man trying to figure out his place. You know, he's got a girl, he's got a kid on the way. So I'm just giving my props to my boy Flex Tate, man. Love you, boy. And so yeah, I had a really good conversation with him. And then before that, you know, had to do a shift. Had to work today, 6 a.m. Got to be punched in. But work was pretty chill. I ain't really complaining too much. We had a decent sized truck today. Didn't have my usual help, but we honestly made do without any of the extra headache or wondering if my other coworkers are gonna show up or not. So I kind of taking the guesswork out of it makes for a lot easier work day. It's easier transition, just to get it done. So I definitely was thankful for that. Yeah, wow, that was a cool bird. Yeah, I had a good work day, honestly. But yeah, man, I just, nothing major that happened today. Today is just another puzzle piece in a bigger picture. And I gotta stay on this goal set. Trying to put up a nice chunk of change because I wanna get a house one day. And just trying to stay focused, you know, trying to stay on this sobriety journey, trying to, I don't know, I'm just trying to find joys that don't take me out of this path that I'm on. Because I've been doing good on my path, and I don't want to mess it up. I'm 200 something days sober, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't miss smoking, you know, but I'm just trying to navigate it the right way, straight and narrow. So good conversations with good people definitely helps that in a major way. I don't feel as crazy and just so in my head, you know. I wait all day for my girl to get off work, and a lot of times when she gets home, it's time to relax, it's time to chill. And we had a really good talk yesterday, and it kind of broke the mold of our usual days where, you know, I felt heard, and it's not always polished, you know. Sometimes you want to show up for people and present a certain version of yourself that might not be accurate. And I'm just thankful that I have somebody in my corner who will listen to me in those moments when I don't have it all together, but she can tell I'm trying to figure it out, you know? So I'm really grateful for her. I'm really grateful for all my cats, even though I gotta go home and clean them litter boxes because they stinking up my crib, and that's no fun. But yeah, I'm thankful for a lot of stuff right now. I'm thankful for my job. You know, I have an easy, straightforward job. I get the same hours every week. I can count on my money, I can count on my team. And pretty much, you know, it might get annoying, but I pretty much know what I have to do every single day also. You know, I break a truck down. Once it's broken down, I can go home. So the quicker the truck gets there, quicker I get done, quicker I'm free. And I'm also just really thankful for that dependability in that sense too, because, you know, it's not a lot of waiting, or it's not a lot of guesswork when it comes to my job. I pretty much know exactly what needs to go where, and how to do each part of it. So I think, ironically, that creates a stress of its own, where it's like, because I know how easy it is, I'm just so ready to get it done. So the patience factor comes in when I'm just trying to wait for it to get there to start working. But, you know, I am grateful. Could be a lot worse. And sometimes I see like people Instacarting and DoorDashing, and I just think like, yo, man, I would not want to be doing that for a couple bucks. You know, I'd rather just be here, because y'all are coming in to the grocery store that you don't know and you're trying to shop, versus just punching the clock at this grocery store, you know, having a consistent pay. I would hate shopping for $5, $10, and then not knowing if you're gonna get that same thing the next hour and having to go somewhere else. And it's a lot of driving, a lot of moving around. But, you know, I'm grateful. Things are really good for me. And I have to keep fighting, you know? I made a video the other day about you gotta fight for it. And this is what they mean when they say it's an everyday process that you have to continuously fight for. It's not just the good days that you gotta be grateful. It's the ones that kind of suck too, that remind you, you know, that you are doing something. It's not just giving. So, I'm trying to appreciate that. It's actually starting to drizzle a little bit. So I'm about to bring it back in, but this is a quick rant and ride. Gratitude, rant and ride. I need to see where my other little cat is. I ain't seen her all this evening at all. But yeah, y'all. Peace out. I'll see y'all next time. Rhiney. Where's she at? I felt the rain, but over here it's fully lit. Let me see what time it is. I might go back. Oh no, I'm feeling it. Yeah, my boy Flex just texted me too. I told him, I said, yo, that was a good convo, bro. It's something to be said about just having people in your corner that, you know, you could just vent to, and it doesn't have to have a ending point, you know, because I think a lot of times when we're talking to each other, we're healing things in us through that conversation that don't even need to be mentioned specifically, you know. We're thinking while we're talking about other things, and it kind of quiets those, it turns the volume down on some of that other stuff and just allows you to get to that innocence that you are, you know. So I'm really grateful for cool friends and just people that are, you know, trying to navigate their lives too, trying to figure out their journey, just like I'm trying to figure out mine, you know. I'm going for another little spin down the block, because why not? It is drizzling, I feel it, but it's still sunny. So we're gonna go for it. And yeah, man, I'm ready to get some more rides in, get my girl on the bike again. We saving up right now. We got some big vet bills coming. So we're trying to make sure there's a good amount put away for that. But best believe she about to get a new e-bike soon. Yeah, man, I'm just ready to get back in shape with this stuff, because, you know, I definitely gained a couple lbs, and I was talking to my boy about how you gotta be gentle with yourself when you're transitioning. You know, he's at home with a pregnant girlfriend, so he's been cooking a lot more food. He's been eating a lot more food. And I was just telling him, like, yo, you wouldn't judge a fat dog or a fat cat so harshly as you'll judge yourself, you know, or even other people. It's best to just stay positive while you're in that new transition to get to where you want to go, versus being like a negative Nancy or just really ugly to yourself, because that doesn't help anybody, you know, being super ugly. There goes that rain. There you go. All right, let's get home. Make sure it's clear. Yeah, let's get home. Quick. My glass is starting to cloud up. Oh yeah, there you go. See, I knew it was coming, but it was so light. I felt like, yeah, we could go for another little spin. But nope. I'm taking it extra safe around them corners, because one slip could be very bad for the camera. I ain't really worried about me, but one slip, this camera could be toast. All right, hope my little cat come home soon, cause it's wet now. It's time to get in her little crate and relax. But yeah, peace out, y'all. I'm definitely wet now, and I'll talk to y'all later.